Guys, inside of this box, there are trains, and I want to get the trains out of this box right now. Let's open this box and see what kind of trains we have in this haul of items from my model train store. Let's go. All right, I'm not exactly sure what's inside of this box, but judging by the fact that we've got some individually wrapped pieces, I think it's going to be like almost Christmas to get to open this up on camera and see what exactly is going on here. I think we're going to grab this piece first. Whoever packed this did a fantastic job. And hopefully when I see this first item, I'll know what lot we're actually looking at here. And I gotta be honest, this doesn't even answer it. But it's a little Tyco car, one of the Western Maryland flatbeds. Great for customization. Also love that Western Maryland made it into a very mainstream piece of rolling stock. I think that's very cool. But I can't say that I'm actually certain what's in the rest of this box based off of just that. Maybe this will answer it, I hope. I did a bunch of new orders the last couple weeks, and so things have just kind of shown up. Okay. Again, I can't remember what lot I bought that had all these in it, but it's one of another Tyco car here. Spirited 76 car. This is a cool one. I think these are really, really neat. I love Tyco, and some of you guys might not really understand how I can be such a fan of Tyco, but not Lifelike or Bradford Exchange. But I don't know, something about Tyco, man. There's just something there that I'm into. But in the meantime, let me end my Tyco spree, and we'll open up this box with yet another Tyco classic. That's a really, really cool one. The one with the Sealand containers. It's actually, I have not seen one with the Sealand containers on it this way. Usually it's got the truck like wheels on it. It's usually it's a trailer sort of situation, but that's actually just the trailer, just the container itself rather, which is pretty cool. In this next little bundle here, I really love when they pack everything separate, guys. It makes it so much fun to open. Here is a Wabash gondola. It's missing a wheel, unfortunately, but that's probably the easiest fix of all time. And it's got a nice little load in there, some sort of ballast or gravel or something. All right, our next little bundle of joy here is a Burlington Northern Caboose. Believe this is going to be a Bachmann right there. Pretty cool. I think this probably went with a engine I actually had in the store recently. I think it was like a BN GP38 or something. Someone has unfortunately put the wrong truck on here as a replacement. As you guys can see, the coupler should reach out all the way like that, but it does not on this car. But that's okay. I'm sure we can find a replacement truck for that. And here is what feels like another piece of HO rolling stock. And it is a monstrous, one of the biggest Tyco cars, the Sioux Line, I guess an auto parts box car, is that the proper term for that? That's a monster of a freight car though. What a cool piece that is. Oh my goodness, guys. I'm really enjoying a lot of these Tyco cars. We're getting some of the slightly less common ones, slightly more obscure ones. I'm hoping for a little bit more Tyco in here, maybe. I mean, who knows? And we got more Tyco. Here is another really, really cool one. Another one of those Spirited 76 cars. Slightly different design on this. I think I prefer the blue roof more than the red roof, like the one that we had earlier. I think they had, a number of Spirited 76 pieces in the Tyco range back in the day, though. I think that was a fairly drawn-out thing they did a lot of. And here is one that we just got in a recent unboxing. This is another pretty classic Bachmann one, the UP High Cube. I think I said in my last one that I really liked that car, and I do. I think it's one of Bachmann's better efforts for rolling stock for that era. I think it looks pretty good on layout still. And here is a piece to another very common Tyco set, but a very fun one, the Santa Fe maintenance crane. This, of course, being the boom car that goes with it. I always loved the little extra details they threw on there, like the ties, rails, and the wheel sets. I think that looks really, really cool. We're getting down to the second layer here, guys, and there could be literally anything in here for all I know. And I think I actually realized which collection specifically this is based on one of those packages there. We'll get to it in a minute. First off, we will open this Milwaukee Road caboose. That's a bit of a more obscure one. I don't think I've had this come through before. I believe it's going to be an Athearn Blue Box kit, judging by what I'm seeing. But that's a really nice one. I like the logo. It looks pretty crisp on there, actually. All right, what's next? A Hercules Powder Company tank car. And it's got metal wheels, but horn hooks. And look, it's got a really nice little chemical plaque on there. This thing feels like it would roll really, really well. I think that's probably a Proto 1000 car. I think I had a similar car come through recently. Now this is heavy, so we definitely have an engine in here, and I'm very curious as to what engine it is. I'm pretty sure it's going to be an Alco, if I remember correctly. Yes, yeah, an Alco S2 by Atlas. This is a really sharp-looking little engine here. The handrails have gotten a little bit junked up on its journey here, but aside from that minor cosmetic issue, this is a really, really sharp-looking locomotive. I did not realize when I bought this that this was Atlas. I thought it was going to be like AHM or something a little bit less nice, but I actually really like that. I love that a lot of industries still also use S1s as switchers, so somebody could have a modern layout and still get something out of that engine, which I think is pretty neat. Get that ladder out of there. Let's go for this. Another one of those Spirit of 76 cars, and that's a different one than the other two. Like I said earlier, Tyco kind of had a whole range of Spirit of 76 stuff, and they had literally dozens of things in that range, but they're pretty cool, and I know a lot of people still like them, which I think is really neat. This feels very heavy, and that would explain why, as it literally just has a rod on it. Well, that's certainly one way to do a custom load. I really like the way that they put this chain in here. That little chain looks great, actually. I don't know how convincing just the piece of rebar on there looks, but that's actually not a bad idea to use a piece of metal like that for a load on a flatbed. We got just a few more items in here, and this one feels like another engine, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be another Alco too. I don't really always get a lot of Alcos, so I've got a good feeling about this one. And it is a beautiful Milwaukee Road Alco RS11, I believe this would be. And I think it's made by AHM or River Rossi or somebody. It's a really sharp engine, and we have the caboose to go with it. So I'm really happy about that. That's probably my favorite item in here. Either that or that Rock Island switcher. Definitely the top contenders for me personally. And in this little green taped bundle here, we have a little old Marks switcher. I had one of these come through before and it didn't run. And I gotta say, guys, I've got a bad feeling this one doesn't either, because this thing is just free rolling. I don't have high hopes this thing's gonna run, but there is still some collectible value to the older HO Marks items. So somebody will definitely get some joy out of that. And I think we've saved the best item for last here, if I'm not mistaken, guys. I think we've got a pretty cool locomotive in here to close out the collection and wrap up this unboxing video. Yes, and this is a Tyco classic here. One of their giant old 482s. Look at this thing, guys. This is probably, 60 years old at this point or something like that? That's a really, really gorgeous engine. I hope it runs, because this thing running would look really, really sharp. But this is one of Tyco's finest, in my opinion. I'm really happy to have it in the store. Guys, if you saw something you like, these will be on my shelves very, very soon. But in the meantime, I will see you in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching.